Aloha, everybody. Welcome to KIF Football. Want to thank you guys all for tuning in to Facebook Live, KAWAIISTREAM. Today's game between the Waimea Menehunis and the Kauai High Red Raiders. This is Arthur Bruin, and I'll be doing your play-by-play. I want to thank Hawaii Sports, HAWAIISTREAM, KAWAIISports.com for bringing this live to you guys from Vidina Stadium. Kicking off will be the Waimea Menehunis. Kicking off will be number 10, Cody Taniguchi. Back deep for the Raiders. This looked like number 1, Jacob Nakahiki Young. Again, thank you guys all for tuning in. Sorry we had some kind of miscommunication, some issues, but that's okay. We're here. We're live. Thank you guys all for tuning in. And here we go. That kick is off. A low line drive kick. It'll be fielded in the end zone for a touchback. So the Red Raiders will have the ball. 1st and 10. Ball at the 20-yard line. We want to give a special shout out to Dupont Pioneer, Syngenta Hawaii LLC for supporting this live KIF football broadcast. Mahalo for your support. You guys got any comments, any feedback, put it on Facebook. Be sure to get it to you guys. Anybody around the world listening to us, watching us, please chime in and let us know where you're at. And if you got my number, you can text me for a shout out. So Manera with the ball, gives it to Nakahiki Young. He's around the outside. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be stopped for about a 3-yard gain. Bringing up a 2nd and 7. On that stop was number 12, Ardino Ned. So we're at Kauai High's homecoming. Good sized crowd here on the Kauai High side of the field. Waimea, not a lot of empty spaces, a lot of empty seats out there. Again, it's in a day, broad daylight. So thank you guys all for tuning in. Ball goes up the middle. It's number 73 with the ball. 73 will be Franklin Posse. Posse with the ball. He'll get another 3 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Red Raiders to start this game. So again, thank you guys all for tuning in and watching on Kauai Sports. So our first quarter is brought to you by Kuhio Auto Group. Check them out if you need a new vehicle, even a used vehicle. So ball goes to Nakahiki Young on the outside. He has a 1st down. Still on his feet, breaks a tackle and gets out to about the 40-yard line. Nice run, Jacob Nakahiki Young. Finally making it stop will be Cody Taniguchi. So a nice run by Jacob Nakahiki Young. For a gain of about 14 yards. So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball at the 40-yard line. In the shotgun is Manera. Christian Manera back to pass. He looks. Oh, he has a receiver open. Oh, and he overthrows him to the side. Then the receiver was number 6, Jasper Jacinto. Covering on the play was Noah Bermudez. And Jacinto had a step going down the sideline. If he led him over his left shoulder, he would have a big gain. But instead, he threw it to the outside towards the sideline. So the ball falls incomplete. Be 2nd and 10. Manera, quarterback. Nakahiki Young in motion. And he fumbles the ball. The ball is loose. And Nakahiki Young lucky to come up with the ball. In there was Ardino Ned. And also Noah Simão Raposis. So big fumble right there and almost recovered by the Menehunis. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 16. Loss of 6 on a play all the way back to the 34-yard line. They need to get to midfield for a 1st down. Manera in the shotgun. Franklin Posse, your sole setback. In motion goes Nakahiki Young. He fakes it to him. He chose it. He has a receiver. And he drops the ball. wide open was Noah Ruiz. Ball was a little underthrown, and ball fell a little short. But he had some room. I mean, he was open out there. So back to punt for the Red Raiders. Let's see who we got. Is that 57? The Numuzawa, number 17, back to punt. A short punt. Takes a nice Raiders bounce inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. So again, thank you for tuning in to Facebook.com, Kauai Sports. We'll be right back right after this timeout.
What do you get when you drop your comb on the beach? Okay, I'll get back to that. Let me introduce Dr. Sandy Combs. She knows Kauai kids are smart, loving, talented, ambitious, and creative, and wants to give them the opportunity they deserve. Sandy's a teacher at Kapa'a High School. Vote Sandy to represent you on Oahu. Sandy cares about Kauai. She cares about your kids. Oh, and the answer to our riddle? Sandy Combs, of course. Vote Sandy Combs, State House, District 14.
I'm Dr. Sandy Combs, and I approve this.
Up your comb on the beach.
There'll be a gain of about 6 on a play, bringing up a 2nd and 4. Nice run on the outside by Avery Miguel. To be 2nd and 4. Ball on the 28. Menehuni's first possession here in this ball game. Just underway, 8:45 to go. Ball pitched back to Taniguchi. Taniguchi on out, cuts it up, looks for the hit, and he gets out to about the 32-yard line. Nice run, Cody Taniguchi. There to make that stop. Number 4, Riley Nadal Perisima, and Justice Camarillo on a stop. First down, he got it. Nice run, Cody Taniguchi. So he gets the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. As you can hear the Kauai High band, always a big band, and always they look wonderful with the red uniforms. Miguel breaks a tackle. Miguel cuts it back up to about the 36-yard line. Gets about 3 yards on a play, bringing up a 2nd and 7. Again, thank you all for tuning in to KawaiiSports.com on Facebook. Beautiful day out here for some football. 8 minutes to go, first quarter. No score. Menehuni's first possession. It's Ned, your quarterback, gives it to Miguel. Miguel breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Miguel still driving. Miguel still going, and he'll have a first down. What a run. Avery Miguel. Nice, strong run by Avery Miguel, making it stop. Jacob Nakahiki Young. Also number 24, Noah Ho'opi'i. 1st and 10, Menehuni's ball at the 44. Quarterback is Ardino Ned. Now your sole setback is Taniguchi. Taniguchi with the ball. Taniguchi hit somebody over the middle. Cody Taniguchi running hard with the ball. Someone's helmet came off, so they're going to have to come off for one play. As you heard from Sean McGurran. So gain of 4 on a play for Taniguchi, bringing up a 2nd and 6. Crowd still coming in here on a Kauai High side. Good, nice crowd here on Kauai High's homecoming. 2nd and 6, ball pitch back to Miguel. Miguel on the outside. He has some room. He cuts it back up. He has a first down, still on his feet. Nice run, Avery Miguel. Nice blocking up there. Looks like we have Noah Simao Raposis Also, let me give you some numbers out there, man. They had some holes. A defender was not till about, after the first down, about 7 yards down the field before any defender was close to him. So we're going to take a timeout here in the first quarter. No score. 6:38 left to go here in the first quarter. Thank you all for tuning in to Facebook.com. Kauai Sports. We'll be right back.
Aloha, I'm Ryan Mackey from Kuhio Ford. It's an exciting time to be a Ford dealer. Not too often is there such a dramatic change to the playing field. This, my friends, is the truck that you've all been waiting for. The new 2016 Ford F-150 is now made of an aluminum body with a steel frame. This aluminum body has helped the all-new F-150 lose up to 700 pounds of weight. Losing that much weight while improving power has enabled the F-150 to reclaim the title of the most fuel-efficient full-size gas truck on the market. So for those of you in an older body style F-150, or those of you on the sideline in another vehicle considering changing teams, the time is now. This F-150 is ridiculous. For those of you who just want to get to the beach for fishing or surfing, or just cruising with the family, this truck loves floating on the sand. It's lighter, smoother riding, quieter, more powerful, and more fuel efficient. Drop by and take a look at this new beast of a truck that has people trading in all kinds of vehicles for it. Visit us online at KuhioFord.com.
There's more, so much more for you at Kuhio Auto Group.
And 10 right here for the Menehunis. Ned, your quarterback. Ned takes a snap, pitches it back. That's Miguel. Miguel looking to go wide. Nice, strong out. That's number 24. What a big defensive play by Noah Ho'opi'i. Nice defensive play. The receiver couldn't block him and keep him off the play. And what a play by Noah Ho'opi'i. Big play. Looks like it's a loss of about 9 yards. So it'd be 2nd and 19. Miguel looking for a little more room, and no. But looks like Menehuni's been able to run on the right side, and this side they tried to come back on the left, and nothing was there. Ho'opi'i with a great defensive play. Ball goes up the middle to the first back through. That's Mendoza. And a nice open field tackle by Franklin Posse. If not, Mendoza had some room to gain at least 10 yards. But Posse was right there to make the stop. So Mendoza had a little bit of room. Again, we want to thank you guys all for tuning in. This is Arthur Bruin doing your live play-by-play here on Facebook Live, Kauai Sports. Again, thank you guys all for tuning in. If you couldn't make it out here, I know it's hot during the day out here, so a lot of people depend on this Facebook, and thank you guys all for tuning in. Ned, your quarterback. Ned, back to pass. He looks. He has Kamaka Riley. Kamaka Riley kept running. Ned was looking for him to stop and could not connect. So it'll be a 4th down and 13. Ball at the 33-yard line. It'll be a 50-yard field goal by Cody Taniguchi. And we all know he has the leg. No, it'll be a 49-yard field goal. Holding is Kylan Simão Castillo. Nice snap from center. Ball pitched back. It's a fake to Taniguchi. Taniguchi on outside. He has some room. Oh, he's going to be stopped. Nice open field tackle by Jacob Nakahiki Young. It looked like Taniguchi had some room on the outside, and he was going to get the first down, but no. Nice saving tackle. Nice saving tackle. Jacob Nakahiki Young. You know, that's one heck of a ball player right there. It's Nakahiki Young. And ladies and gentlemen, he's only a junior. He will be back. 5'8", 190. Jacob Nakahiki Young. You know, he's the best running back that they got, and he's an animal on defense. So 1st and 10, Red Raiders. Manara back to pass. Manara has been chased. He's going to run to the outside. He chose it. Incomplete. Intended receiver was number 6, Jasper Jacinto. Monera was on the run, and when he looked like he was going to run, the defender came up to him, so Jacinto was wide open. If he caught the ball, he would have get at least 10 yards. And another first down, but instead it's an incomplete pass and 2nd and 10 for the Red Raiders. 4:44 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Kauai High's second possession of the game. Ball goes to Nakahiki Young. Nakahiki Young breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and he'll be close to a first down. That'll make the stop, Raymond Mendoza. Nice run, Jacob Nakahiki Young. He'll be close. Let's see what he's got. He gives him the first down, 1st and 10. Better nose of the football. So 1st and 10, Red Raiders. Again, we want to thank you all for tuning in. Facebook.com. Kauai Sports. First and 10 Raiders. In motion is number 22. Jens Madaris. Monera back to pass. Hits Madaris. Madaris will have a first down. Completed pass to Jens Madaris. Making it stop was Cappy Fernandez on the stop for the Menehunis. To be 1st and 10 Red Raiders. Ball at the 47-yard line. Nakahiki Young in motion. Monera back to pass. He throws it. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Madaris. Defending ball was overthrown over his head. You know, he got his hands on it, but it was just too high for him to bring in. Defending on the play was Raymond Mendoza. So it'll be a 2nd and 10. Ball at the 47. So it'll be Monera, your quarterback. Monera back to pass. He throws it. Oh, almost received by Madaris. Defending on a play was number 2, Layson Montemeyer. Sorry, this does not look like Montemeyer. I got to get who is number 2. Okay, so number 2 is Ian Malabi. It'll be Monera. Monera back to pass. Monera throws it on a run. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Jens Madaris. Defending on a play was Avery Miguel. So again, Ian Malabi is number 2. Got a flag on a play. And I just was going to say that we had a pretty clean game so far, no flags. And I didn't even say it and we got jinxed. What we got? So that penalty will go against the Menehunis. Big penalty of 15 yards. It'll give them a first down. Monera on a quarterback keep. He breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Nice move. Manara on the outside. He'll be forced out of bounds. Making it stop was Avery Miguel. Nice run by Christian Manara. He'll be close to a first down. Second down. Oh, he gives him a first down. That's sorry, but I mean, you cannot. Ball goes out of bounds on a sideline, and then you bring them back to the middle, and then you measure from there. That's just wow. But you know, ball's supposed to have stayed on the sideline, measure from there, and then you say if he's got a first down. But that's okay to give him the first down. So 1st and 10, Red Raiders. Quarterback is Manara. Back to pass. He chose it. Low pass. Incomplete. Looks like Jens Madaris, the intended receiver. Defending on a play would be Ardino Ned. So again, thank you all for tuning in. Be 2nd and 10, ball at the 28-yard line. Manara back to pass. He chose it. Incomplete. Intended receiver was number 6, Jasper Jacinto. And looks like Jacinto was kind of caught up with the defender for the Menehunis, and then when the ball was thrown over him, I mean, he just had some explosive speed to almost get there. Ball was just out of the reach. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 10, ball at the 28. They need to get to the 18 for a first down. 2:54 to go, first quarter, no score. Nakiki Young in motion, ball goes to Posse. Franklin Posse, and Posse has nowhere to go. He'll gain nothing. Looks like he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And that'll make the stop. Cody Tanaguchi. Also, William Kamaka Riley. So to bring up a 4th down. 4th and 10. Let's see, I think the Raiders are going to go for it. So, I don't know, maybe they don't have a field goal kicker that can make it from... Still, it would have been a long, long field goal, like a 44-yard field goal. So they'll go for it. Quarterback is Manara in the shotgun. In motion goes Nakahiki Young. Manara back to pass. He chose it. Oh, and incomplete. Oh, Jacinto was almost there. And looks like what's happening is you see the defenders running back, and there's a lot of contact. I can tell you that. There's a lot of contact there. So I don't know if the receiver is intentionally running into the defender, and that's why it's not being called, but you can see it. There's contact out there. But, you know, they let in the boys play, and that's all you can ask for. So it'll be 2:05 to go, first quarter, no score. Menehuni's ball back. Menehuni ball goes up the middle. Let's see, that's Avery Miguel with the ball. Miguel up the middle, gain two yards, bringing up a 2nd and 8. Making it stop will be number 53, Zachary He. I think maybe Posse also, Franklin Posse on a stop. 2nd down, 8 yards to go for the Menehunis. Ball goes up the middle to Avery Miguel, and Miguel's hit right away by Franklin Posse. Posse again on a stop. Also number 4, Riley Nadal Parissima. So gain of 2 yards on a play, bringing up 3rd down and 6. Ball on the 32-yard line. They need to get to the 38 for a first down. Need your quarterback. Ball goes to Miguel with Cody Taniguchi lead blocking, and Miguel will break a tackle, but still he can't get there. He'll be short by about 2 yards. Gain of 4 on a play. Looks like number 20, Joshua Rivera, kind of shaken up, limping off the field. 4th and 2 for the Menehunis. Back to punt will be Cody Taniguchi. Jacob Nakahiki Young back to receive. Nice snap from center. Taniguchi gets it off. A booming kick over. Nakahiki Young is looking. He's going to pick it up at about the 15. He's at the 20. At the 25. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. But it looks like Cappy Fernandez and Avery Miguel. 3.7 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Still got no score, so it looks like this is going to be the last play of the first quarter. Good defensive battle so far. Both offenses cannot mount anything together. So last week's game, you saw a 3-0 game between Kauai and Waimea, and that was, an excellent defensive battle. And Waimea had a chance. They had it at the 5-yard line before the quarterback went back to pass and fumbled the ball, and Kauai recovered to save the game. Manara back to pass. Manara throws it. Incomplete. And that's going to be the end of your first quarter. So when we get back, it'll be 2nd and 10. Ball at the 26-yard line. Again, we want to thank you all for tuning in to Facebook.com, Kauai Sports. We'll be right back with the start of the second quarter.
As a longtime Kama'aina company, Grove Farm has deep roots on Kauai. We remain committed to leading Kauai's community and economic development while being a responsible steward of our Aina. Grove Farm congratulates our new 2016 Grove Farm Scholars, Athena Albadilla of Waimea High School, Mei Hong Lin of Kauai High School, and Malia Okura of Waimea High School. Congratulations to all who have been selected as our 2016 Grove Farm Scholars. To learn more about Grove Farm and scholarships and programs, log on to grovefarm.com. That's grovefarm.com.
Aloha. Welcome back to Vidina Stadium. This is Arthur Brune, again, doing your play-by-play. Thank you all for tuning in to Facebook Live.com, Kauai Sports. Manara back to pass. He rolls to the left. He looks. He has a receiver. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Jens Madaris. Defending on a play was Ardino Ned. So bring up a 3rd down and 10. Our second quarter is brought to you by KIUC. Kauai Island Utility Cooperative. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Manara, your quarterback. Double slot for the Raiders. Manara, completed pass. Oh, the defender slips. He has some room. That's number 12. Making a reception was number 12, Noah Ruiz, with a nice big play. The defender, Mendoza, slipped on a play that allowed Ruiz to get a lot more yardage. Nice pass, though, by Manara. That pass was right on the money for a 1st down. Ball at the 49. 1st and 10. Manara breaks a tackle. Gets away from Ifan. Manara still on his feet. He'll be finally forced down. Nice run by Christian Manara. And Ifan had him in a backfield and he got away. Way to keep on chugging. Gain of 9 on a play, bringing up a 2nd and 1. Manara in the shotgun. Double slot for the Raiders. Ball goes up the middle. That's number 11 with the ball. Keola Baklayan. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, or maybe lose a half a yard. It'll be third down and about 1.5. Manara in the shotgun. In motion goes Madaris. Oh, everything got a flag on a play. Let's see who we got here. So as you can see, now in high school, we do announce the player's number who made the penalty, but I don't believe in it, so you won't hear me call them out. That's just not the way to go. But that's what they're doing in all of high school sports now, same as college and professionals. Manara back to pass. He chose it. It'll be picked off by Miguel. Miguel down the sideline. He's at the 40, the 35, and he'll be stopped. Saving that touchdown was number 56. Kaleomana Meatoga saving the touchdown. Miguel just went right in front of the defender and picked it off. A nice read. Nice read. You know, it looked like the receiver was open too. Manara put it on the money, but that was just a beautiful play. That was just a beautiful play by Miguel picking that off. You know, that was, it was on the money, and Miguel just made a beautiful play. So 1st and 10, great field position for the Menehunis. Ned back to pass. Ned chose it. Incomplete. He chose it into double coverage. Receiver standing with 2 men around him. And he chose it right into the defender. Lucky the receiver, Simão Castillo, batted it away, else that would have been an interception right back. So, you know, like I was saying last week, that was a great game between Kauai and Waimea. Had the ball 1st and goal at the 5. Quarterback went back to pass, and he was sacked, stripped, and Kauai recovered the ball. And on that series, I mean, Taniguchi was just a beast running down the field. So just a mistake cost them the game. Mendoza with the ball. He makes a move. Mendoza has a good run. Mendoza down the sideline. He could go. Mendoza's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Menehunis. Raymond Mendoza. That was a nice run by Mendoza down the sideline, making a couple of moves and getting into the end zone for a touchdown. Nice run by Mendoza down a sideline, and he had some room. I mean, that time the left side of the Menehunis line just blew off the Raiders off of the ball and gave him a lot of room to run down a sideline. Makes a couple of moves, and he's in the end zone. Kick is up by Taniguchi, and it's good. So 9:34 to go here in the second quarter. Waimea Menehunis 7. Kauai High Red Raiders yet to score. We're going to be taking a timeout right now. I want to thank our sponsor for the second quarter, KIUC. We'll be right back.
What do you get when you drop your comb on the beach? Okay, I'll get back to that. Let me introduce Dr. Sandy Combs. She knows Kauai kids are smart, loving, talented, ambitious, and creative, and wants to give them the opportunity they deserve. Sandy's a teacher at Kapa'a High School. Vote Sandy to represent you on Oahu. Sandy cares about Kauai. She cares about your kids. Oh, and the answer to our riddle? Sandy Combs, of course. Vote Sandy Combs, State House, District 14.
I'm Dr. Sandy Combs, and I approve this message.
Aloha, welcome back. This is Arthur Bruin doing your play-by-play here on Facebook.com, Kauai Sports. Kicking off will be Cody Taniguchi, a high end over end, and they'll go out of bounds. Out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty. Let's see. Didn't see a flag yet. Let's see a flag. That ball went out of bounds. Let's see a flag. Let's see a flag. Show your flag. They're all talking on their mic. Somebody show the flag. No, we'll just discuss it. No flag. They'll hold it in their pocket. So Kauai High will take the ball. 1st and 10. Ball at their own 35. First and 10. Manara in the shotgun. Manara back to pass. Manara looks. He chose it. Oh, wide open. Jacinto was wide open. And a ball in and out of his hands. So the Raiders are finding some holes in this Menehune defense. Looks like the Menehune is trying to play a zone here. And there is room. I mean, there's a lot of open space over here. And they've been picking on that open space. But a lot of drop passes so far in this game by the Raiders. Manara back to pass. Manara chose it. Now that's a nice reception. And he gets a great spot, and he has a first down. Gain of 11 on a play. Making a reception was Noah Ruiz. Nice reception by Noah Ruiz. Timeout Menehunes. So we'll be taking a timeout too right here. We'll be right back. Thank you for tuning in to Kauai Sports. Welcome back to Vidina Stadium. 1st and 10 Raiders. Manara back to pass. Manara rolls to the right. He chose it. Incomplete. Intended receiver was for Jacinto. Ball overthrown right over his head. So, you know, you got to give this Raiders line some credit because it looks like the Menehunes are not getting pressure on Manara. Manara has time back there, and coach is designing it well where he's rolling out. So, you know, the line is protecting him right now. Don't look like he's under too much pressure. But just missing his receivers. Receivers missing the ball. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Ball goes up the middle. That's number 11. And he's going to be stopped. Baclayan with the ball. He ended up make the stop. Cappy Fernandez and also Makana Ruiz on the stop. Bring a 3rd down. 3rd down and 8. Manara talking it over with Baclayan. Timeout. Looks like the Raiders were kind of confused there. So, you know, good game so far. You know, it's Waimea Menehune 7, Kauai High School Red Raiders yet to score. But, you know, a good played game so far. Not too much penalties. couple here and there, but, you know, a lot of good play here at Vidina Stadium. I'm going to run over the Kauai High seniors. You know, this is their homecoming, and you know, some of them would probably be their last homecoming game that they'll play in their life. 2, Christian Dela Cruz. 3, Mark Magia. 4, Rylan Yadao Parissima. 5, Justice Camarillo. Number 6, Jasper Jacinto. Number 8, Kaikea Barreto. Number 16, Keanu Kamaliri. 17, Kamoela Numazawa. Number 73, Franklin Posse. I'll finish up the list right after this play. 3rd down and 8 for the Raiders. Manara back to pass. Manara looks. Manara throws it. Oh, his receiver was out of bounds. He had the receiver. And the Menehune defensive backs are having trouble. The defensive backs are having trouble today. You know, these receivers are open. And just so happened, you know, Noah Ruiz was the intended receiver, and he caught the ball, but his foot was just out of bounds, and our official was right on top of it. So they're you know, they have some room. Back to punt, I think it's Buckley on. Kamaka Riley with the ball, and there's a penalty against the Menehunes. That's what you call a bonehead penalty right there. I mean, you come in, you're rushing the punter, you're just jogging into the punter, you're just jogging in there. You're not going all out to block the punt, but you bump the punter. So I think this will be just a 5-yard penalty for running into the punter. But still, it's just uncommon. You got to dive out to block it. What are you doing? I mean, that just amazes me. So they'll replay 4th down. You know, that's a running into the kicker, but you know, I just don't understand that. It doesn't look like that they're hustling to block the punt. They're just jogging in there, and then I just don't understand it right now. I mean, and you can see it. You can see what's going on. So let's see if the Raiders going to fake this. Yeah, it is fake. There's Posse up the middle. He has a 1st down. Nice run, Franklin Posse, and I think everybody knew. I mean, why the punt was way back down. I think everybody kind of knew up here that they were going to fake this, because why would they go and re-punt? But, you know, Waimea defense was not ready for it. Nice play call by Coach Barrero. Caught the Menehunes off guard right there, and they'll get a 1st down. 1st and 10, ball at the 41. 8 minutes to go, 1st half. Manara with the ball. He pitches it back to Jacob Nakahiki Young. Nakahiki Young still on his feet, breaks a tackle, still goes. And that's a case of, you know, the Menehunes hitting Nakahiki Young and just hitting him hard and thinking he's going to fall down. But he's not. He's you know, he's tougher than that. You got to wrap up and tackle him. And as you've seen right there, they hit him pretty hard, but just he didn't go down. He just kept on running. So he'll have a 1st down, a pickup of 10 on a play for Jacob Nakahiki Young. Nakahiki Young is a tough kid. I mean, and again, he's only a junior, so he'll be back. We'll see a lot more of him. 1st and 10, ball at the 31. 7:33 to go, 1st half. Ball goes to Nakahiki Young, breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Another tackle. Again, you see the Waimea defense. The defender coming up and try to bump him with his shoulder, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I mean, you need to wrap up and tackle. You know, I remember learning that in Pee Wee football. And now I'm 44 years old, so that's, a good 30-something years ago. That's what you learn. You grab shoulder, grab the back of the legs, and put them down. Not bump them. Ball goes to knock. Oh, no, that's Manara on a quarterback keep. Nice fake. And he fumbles the ball, and it'll be recovered by the Manahoonies. We have a fumble on a play, recovered by the Manahoonies. The referees are huddling together. Let's see what we got. Manahoonie ball. Manahoonies recover. So looked like there was like 4 officials looking at a fumble, and it had one coming in. I thought he was going to call it down. I could not see from up here. So maybe you could see it on TV, but I couldn't see it. It was a fumble. That's one thing good. You guys get the slow-mo replay. I don't. And, I got my boss over here, Chris Jensen. He says, yes, it was a fumble. So great call by our officials. But, again, technology. I mean, I cannot say it enough. I mean, what Chris Jensen does for us. Please, hook up with him. Help support this. Get us to stay on air as long as we can. I mean, this is just a fantastic thing that he does. And I know he's not a millionaire, I can tell you that. So, help him out. And I think we've been 6 years, 7 years? 6 years he's been out here. And from day one, I did some games for him. And, and I always told him, don't worry, Chris, don't need to pay me. Don't worry. One day when you get rich and you make money, then we could talk money. But you know what? It's all good. I like what you're doing. And it's been 6 years off and on. I mean, I got a lot of stuff going on. But anytime I can come out, I enjoy it. I totally believe in it. I love it. He does a great job. They do a great job at Kauai Sports, And I totally believe in it. I promise you. And I do anything I can, whenever I can, to come out and do it. Like we wasn't going to do it, and then he called me this morning, hey, can you do it? Yeah, I'm there, I planned my day around doing it, so I was kind of disappointed we wasn't going, but hey, we're here, we're doing it. Thank you guys all for tuning in, and, and you can watch it anytime. If you miss it today, you can watch it tomorrow. You miss it tomorrow, you can watch it the next day. It'll be there. It'll be there. Just look it up. It'll be there for you all to enjoy. Free of charge. Manahoonies ball goes to Ardino Nair on a quarterback, keep up the middle, just trying to get out of the 2-yard line, get out of the end zone. I think that was a smart play right there to get it out. He gets it out to about the 6, so gain of 4 on a play, bringing up a 2nd and 6. But, again, anytime you can help, I mean, give Chris a call. Try to help them out. Renee Kawakami, give them a call, and be a sponsor and help this thing out. I mean, because it's not free to put it on, but he gives it to us as a free service. That's Cody Taniguchi. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Jacob Nakahiki Young and Franklin Posse on a stop. So again, if you can help out your business, anybody, even personal donations, anything you can do to help this out, help these guys out and keep it going, because it's, it's good. Also, get into the magazine. Kauai Sports, I mean, that's a beautiful magazine. We never had that when I was young or in high school. So, it's a great, great thing that they do, man. Help them out. Keep them going, because it's a wonderful service. Oh, I mean, I guess the Manahoonies. Manahoonies tried the quick kick, but one of the players was quick to go. So it'll be a half the distance to the goal. Seniors again for the Raiders. 22, Jens Maderis. 23, Ronson Macabeo Fuji. 31, Noah Cecilio. 32, Avery Ramos. 51, Andrew Liberato. 52, Caleb Alvarado Planas. 55, Taylor Baroga. 56, Kaleo Mana Meatoga. Penalty has been declined. So, but it's still third down if it's declined because that was not a live ball foul. So the ball just doesn't move. So, because it's not a live ball, so you don't. Yeah. Yeah, it's a dead ball. So they declined it, but, you know, the right thing to do would be to take the penalty. That's the right thing to do. So it's still third down. And it looks like the Menehunis will, I don't know if they're going to try to quick kick this again. Taniguchi with the ball. And that's what they're going to do. And it takes a Raiders bounce back to a Menehuni bounce. Get to about the 41. So, yeah, I mean, also seniors, 60, William Souza, 64, Kimo Gano, 74, Nicholas Gerard, 75, Fa'afetai Mamea. So, yeah, anyone can help out, sponsor, you know, give them a call. Check them out because, you know, this is brought to you guys free on Facebook Live, facebook.com live, Kauai Sports. So any donations will be very appreciated. Ball goes out of bounds. Manara dropped the ball, so that kind of threw off his timing, and Ruiz was already out of bounds. But yeah, any donations would help. Any businesses out there want to help, you know, come on by. Bring it on down. So yeah, last week you guys had Mel Raposa and Ross Kagawa here doing your play-by-play. You know, Mel's doing the loudspeaker this week. That's Nakahiki Young with the ball, breaks a tackle, but he can't get away from Vika Core and also Ian Malabi on the stop for the Menehunis. So, yeah, last week you had Mel and Ross. This week, Mel is doing the overhead announcing for the Raiders. Ross is, you know, attending a fundraiser golf tournament. We'll give special prayers to Mr. Domingsil. You know, they're out there supporting a good cause. So, you know, this is Arthur Bruin. I'll be here this week. Manara, back to pass. He looks. Manara has a receiver wide open, and he's going to score. Touchdown. Oh, he went out of bounds. He went out of bounds. Step out of bounds at about the 9. Did he go out of bounds before he caught the ball? No. He caught the ball, and then he went out at the 9. You know, that official, and I'm going to Placido was right on the play. And I just talked to Chris right now, and yes, that's true. On a replay, it shows he did step out of bounds. Wow. What, you know, Placido was right on that. Nice call. But a nice pass play, and that play is open all day. It's Franklin Posse with the ball. Posse is going to get inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. Vika Core on a stop. Also, Cody Taniguchi. So, you know, the Menehuni is going to have to do some buttoning up at halftime because they're, you know, their DBs are struggling. I mean, like I said earlier, they're open. The receivers for the Raiders are open. And Manara is, you know, he missed a couple of throws, but, you know, he's still doing pretty good. I mean, he's playing a pretty good game. In motion goes Nakahiki Young. Manara back to pass. He throws it incomplete, and that was incidental contact. Like, again, there's a lot of contact going on, but looks like the defender was standing. The receiver backed up into him, and the ball was way overthrown anyway, so he couldn't catch the ball anyway. So they'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Ball at the 8-yard line. And I got a Kauai Sports Magazine right here in front of me, June 2016. Mosese Fafita leading the battle, leading the team into battle right on the front cover. Manara back to pass. Oh, incomplete. No, incomplete. Mendoza on a defense. Noah Ruiz. The whole Kauai stands thought that was a penalty. And that was close. That was close. Oh, that was close. That was close. So, you know, that's... You guys can see it at home. You can see it on replay. I can't. I can see it by the naked eye. That's it. And, dude, that was close. So, you know. But, hey, we're all human. Numazawa trying the field goal. 25 yards. Kick is up. And it's good. So the Raiders on the board. So we got 3:23 to go here in the first half. Kauai High Red Raiders 3. Waimea Manihuni 7. I want to thank you all for tuning in. FacebookLive.com. Kauai Sports. We'll be right back.
My kids love Dr. Combs, their teacher at Kapa'a High School. They know she cares about them and their future. Join me in voting for Dr. Combs. She can help all of our children with a brighter future with improved education, affordable housing, and better traffic. I was raised on Kauai. I raised my kids on Kauai, and I want my grandkids raised on Kauai. For that to happen, we need change. Elect Dr. Sandy Combs for that change.
I'm Dr. Sandy Combs, and I approve this message.
Welcome back. Kicking off will be Numazawa. Backdeep, Kamaka Riley and Mendoza. It'll be fielded by Kamaka Riley at about the 7. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. Still on his feet, and he'll get across to about the 27-yard line. 28-yard line. First and 10, Manihunis, ball at their own 28. And we're going to give a great shout-out to our cameraman, Christian Jensen Jr. I mean, as long as I can remember doing this, he was on a camera. And he just graduated high school last year, his first year of college. And that's our cameraman. One guy, one-man show, and he does a great job. So, you know, we're going to give him a great shout-out, Christian Jensen Jr. And he's got his dad behind the controls over here and you know, making it all happen. A family operation. Miguel with the ball. Oh, nice open field tackle. Nice open field tackle by number 45, Dallas Abao. Abao bringing him back down from behind. Miguel looked like he had some room on the outside. So, you know, we just, great family operation. Great. I believe in it. I love it. I love doing it. You know, just great. Ned, your quarterback, under center, pitches it back. That's Cody Taniguchi. Taniguchi on the outside, cuts it back up. Taniguchi will get across to about the 35-yard line. Gain of about 7 on a play. 3rd and 3 to go. So great family operations. You know, again, we want to thank our sponsors, Dupont Pioneer, Syngenta Seeds, for helping support this live KIF football broadcast. Mahalo for your support. Second quarter brought to you by KIUC. It'll be Ned on a quarterback keep, and he'll get across to about the 48-yard line. Nice hole over there by Dino Ned. 1:53 to go here in the first half. Manihuni 7, Raiders 3. So first and 10, Manihunis. Ball at the 48. Ball goes to Taniguchi. Taniguchi on the right side. Taniguchi breaks a tackle, and he'll get to midfield. Gain of 2 on a play. Nice surge by the Raiders. Let's see who's on a stop. That's Keanu Kamaliri and 56 Manamea Toga. 2nd and 8 for the Manihunis. Ball at midfield. Double tight end for the Manihunis. Ned back to pass. Ned scrambles. Ned's going to run. He has some room. He has a lot of room. Ned has some room down the sideline. 20, 10, 5. He'll be forced down at about the 1 yard line. Again, Jacob Nakahiki Young. Wow. That kid is special. Saving the touchdown. Never gave up on a play. And he was right there for saving that touchdown. You know, that's some heart right there. Jacob Nakahiki Young. 47 seconds left to go here in the first half. Ardino Ned down a sideline. His receivers were over the middle. Penetration was over the middle. He had some room down the sideline. Picked up a block from Makana Ruiz to take out the cornerback. And then he had some room down a sideline, and he almost went the distance. But Jacob Nakahiki Young, not giving up on a play, was right there for save that touchdown. So, we want to... Jacob Nakahiki Young saved that touchdown. Ardino Ned almost could go down a sideline. So, great play right there. And the Manihunis take a timeout. So, we got 47 seconds left to go here in the first half. Manihunis have the ball. 1st and goal. Ball at the 2 yard line. Manihunis 7. Raiders 3. Manihunis trying to add on to their lead right here. But no timeouts. The Manihunis have no timeouts left. The Raiders have 1 left. So, if the Manihunis going to run, they're going to have to just keep on run, get up to the line, run, get up to the line, run. No, cannot be huddling here. You got to go get it. So, Raiders fans making a lot of noise here to step up. It's Ned under center. Mendoza and Miguel in the backfield. Miguel walks in untouched. Touchdown, Manihunis. Avery Miguel with a big hole over the right side. The center, Noah Simao Raposis. Looks like number 53. Harrison Kanahele and 74, Darren Sagusho with a big hole over the right side, and Miguel walked right in. Taniguchi trying the extra point, and it's blocked. Franklin Posse right up the middle, blocking that extra point. So your score, Waimea Manihunis 13. Kauai High Red Raiders 3. .2 seconds left to go here in the first half. So after this game, we'll be picking the player of the game. The player of the game sponsor is Grow Farm. So kicking off will be Cody Taniguchi. Back deep, Jacob Nakahiki Young. He gets it off. It's a high under end. Nakahiki Young at the 10. He's at the 15. He's at the 20. And he's going to be stopped at about the 26-yard line. Making it stop was Caleb Ifan. Ifan with the stop. So it'll be 1st and 10. Raiders ball at the 27-yard line. 38.6 seconds to go here in the first half. 1st and 10, Red Raiders. Quarterback is Manara in the shotgun. Trips to the right. Manara back to pass. He looks. He chose it. He has a receiver. Completed pass. That's Jacinto. Jacinto fumbles the ball. It'll be picked up by Bermudez. Bermudez down the sideline. Cuts it back up. Bermudez hits his old man, and he goes backwards. Oh, my goodness. Noah Bermudez. You know, Jesper Jacinto had the ball for the reception, and that was just stripped right out of his hands. And like I said, the Menehune is going to have to make some adjustments at half because these receivers are open. They're wide open. And the DBs are having trouble covering the receivers right now. So Kauai High has some room. So it'll be Ned at quarterback. And you look, split left is Taniguchi. I can promise you the ball going to Taniguchi. Ned has some room on the right side. He looks. Ned needs to throw this ball away, and he holds on to the ball, and that's gonna. He needed to throw that ball away, but no. And Waimea's taking their time, holding everybody's hand, and 7 seconds, trying to get to the line. And he spikes the ball, 1.7 seconds. So, wow, that's not great clock management. That's not great clock management. I mean, Ned rolling out to the right. He should have he's out of the pocket, throw the ball in the end zone, get it away. Throw it away. He's trying to run, trying to make something happen. And then they take the time for get off the ground. The coaches are yelling, getting them back in. This will be a 40-yard field goal by Cody Taniguchi with 1.7 seconds left. Nice snap from Santa. The kick is up. He has it, I think. Oh, wide right. And a little short. Cody almost had it, though. So we go to halftime. Your score, Waimea Menehune 13. Kauai High Red Raiders 3. Want to all thank you for tuning in. Facebook.com live. And Kauai Sports will be right back with your third quarter. Thank you.
Just a little wide since how big this thing is.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Kauai High School's 2016 Homecoming Halftime Show. My name is Mr. Nate Pontius. Please welcome to the field the Kauai High School Red Raider Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Daryl Miyasato, the Assistant Director, Ms. Nina Strauss. Today's Kauai High Homecoming Halftime Show is entitled Video Game, featuring music from Halo, Tetris, Mortal Kombat, Kingdom Hearts, Pokemon, and Final Fantasy. The drill was designed by drum major and band president Bryson Carbonell. The music is arranged by students Josiah Gonzalez, Trevor Carbonell, Alan Buonell, and assistant band director Ms. Nina Sarab.
Bryson Carbonell would like to thank Ms. Sarah Tochiki, Ms. Nina Sarab, and Mr. Daryl Miyasato for being his band director throughout his years of band. We'd also like to give a shout out to his awesome band officers for helping create the show. Lastly, we'd like to thank his parents, Ernest and Lori, for supporting him every step of the way and everything he does.
Drum major Bryson Carbonell. Is the band ready? Representing the class of 2020 is freshman Anna Bergman. Anna is the daughter of Eric and Shannon Bergman. Anna would like to thank her mom and dad for always believing in her and supporting her in everything she does. In addition, she would like to thank her friends for always being there for her. Anna is being escorted today by her grandfather, Dr. Charles Kauai. Thank you, freshman class of 2020 representative, Anna Bergman.
Representing the class of 2020 of 2019 is sophomore Tanner Dupupa. And the late Dakota. Tanner would like to thank her mom for all the solid foundation in life, and her dad for his communication and guidance. She is overwhelmed by the encouragement given to her by her friends. Tanner is being escorted today by her father, Leroy. Ladies and gentlemen, sophomore class of 2019 representative, Tanner Dupupa.
Representing the class of 2018 is junior Chastity Cantorna. Chastity is the daughter of Jamar and Faye Cantorna. She'd like to thank her parents for everything they do and always loving her no matter what. Chastity is being escorted today by her father, Jamar Cantorna. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing junior class of 2018 representative, Chastity Cantorna. Representing the class of 2017 is senior Alyssa Silva. Alyssa is the daughter of Sarasota and Brian Silva. She would like to thank her family, friends, and Aloha Dance Studio family for always being supportive. After graduating from high school, Alyssa will be planning to attend a 4-year university majoring in agriculture. Alyssa is escorted today by her dad, Brian Silva. Thank you, senior class of 2017 representative, Alyssa Silva.
And now for your senior 2016 homecoming royal court. Introducing Miss Spirit, Sakina Gomez. Sakina is the daughter of Lord and Florence Gomez. Sakina would like to thank God for all the blessings and wonderful people He has placed in her life, such as her mom, dad, mama, papa, Trisha, and everyone else who loves and supports her. She appreciates you all. After graduating from high school, Sakina plans to attend a 4-year university majoring in engineering. Sakina is escorted by her dad, George Gomez. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Spirit, Sakina Gomez.
Introducing Miss Football, Sierra Fernandez. Sierra is the daughter of Jay and Rebecca Fernandez. Sierra would like to thank her parents, friends, and family for all the support and for pushing her to always be better. Also, a big shout out to her girls for always being there for her. After graduating from high school, Sierra will be majoring in kinesiology at a 4-year college. Escorting her today is her father, Jay Fernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Football, Sierra Fernandez.
Riley is the daughter of Michael and Renee Lyosa. Riley would like to thank her parents for holding her to the purchase she is today, Riley, her friends for making her last year in high school one to remember, and lastly, God for all His love and blessings. After graduating from high school, Riley will be attending a university on the West Coast as a pre-med student. Riley is being escorted by her father, Michael Lyosa. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Victory, Riley Lyosa.
Introducing Miss Raider, Bailey Caberto. Bailey is the daughter of Chelsea and Arthur Caberto. Bailey would like to thank her parents, God, and all her girls for always loving, supporting, and motivating her. After graduating from high school, Bailey will be attending a 4-year college, majoring in dental hygiene. Her escort today is her father, Arthur Caberto. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Raider, Bailey Caberto.
Please rise and embrace our 2016 homecoming king, Ron Macaleo, Ron is the son of Ron Macaleo. He would like to thank everyone for supporting him throughout his life, and Mr. Haskell for telling him so.
would like to thank her parents for their love and support. She would also like to give a shout out to her brother, Boo Boo Brady. After graduating from high school, Cindy will be majoring in biology at a 4-year Institute of Higher Learning. Cindy is escorted today by her father, Chuck Brady. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kauai High School 2016 Homecoming Queen, Cindy Brady. Thank you for attending Kauai High School 2016 Homecoming Halftime Show.
Aloha, I'm Ryan Mackey from Kuhio Ford. It's an exciting time to be a Ford dealer. Not too often is there such a dramatic change to the playing field. This, my friends, is the truck that you've all been waiting for. The new 2016 Ford F-150 is now made of an aluminum body with a steel frame. This aluminum body has helped the all-new F from Kuhio Ford. It's an exciting time to be a Ford dealer. Not too often is there such a dramatic change to the playing field. This, my friends, is the truck that you've all been waiting for. The new 2016 Ford F-150 is now made of an aluminum body with a steel frame. This aluminum body has helped the all-new F-150 lose up to 700 pounds of weight. Losing that much weight while improving power has enabled the F-150 to reclaim the title of the most fuel-efficient from Kuhio Ford. It's an exciting time to be a Ford dealer.
All right, welcome back to Vidina Stadium. Great first half so far. Waimea Menehunis 13. Kauai High School Raiders 3. Our third quarter will be brought to you by Grove Farm. Again, this is Arthur Bruin doing your play-by-play. So first and 10 Menehunis, ball at the 36-yard line. Ned back to pass. Ned looks. Ned throws it. It's intercepted. Intended receiver was number 34, Caleb Ifan. Intercepting that ball was Keanu Kamaliri. Kamaliri with the interception, reading that perfectly. Ned was rolling to his left, and he threw that behind Ifan. So that'll be picked off by Kamaliri. Big play here at to start the second half. First and 10, ball at the 43-yard line. Great field position for the Raiders to start the second half. Manara back to pass. Manara throws it. A completed pass to Madaris. Chance Madaris with the reception. And, you know, I said that in the first half that these receivers for the Raiders are wide open. And you saw it right there again to start the second half. You know, now I see Justin Fooney in a game. And that's I didn't see him the whole first half. I don't know. He was out the first half, so I see him now. You know, let's see if the Menehunis can make the adjustment. Manara back to pass again, wide open. That's Noah Rue is wide open, making that stop. Ian Malabi. And you could see that from the first half. The receivers are open. Menehunis corner on that side, giving them a lot of room to work over the middle. So gain of about 9.5, bringing up a 2nd and 1. Ball goes up the middle to number 11. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. He could go. He's inside the 5. Wow, he's to the 5-yard line. Nice, powerful run. Keola Baklayan with the run up the middle. Breaking tackles. Finally brought down by Cody Taniguchi. So those passes were open. Passing plays were open. Manara on a quarterback keep. Manara inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Manara, not a big kid, but real powerful, just pushing his legs and moving forward. Kylan Simon Castillo, Makana Ruiz on a stop for the Menehunis. So it'll be 2nd and goal. Ball at the 4. Gain of 1 on a play. Ball at the 4. 2nd and goal. Manara, quarterback in the shotgun. Manara with the ball. Give it to Baklayan. Baclayan will get about the 3-yard line. Kylan Simão Castillo on a stop. 3rd down and goal. Ball at the 3-yard line. It's a good crowd. Good crowd out here on the Kauai High side of the stands. You know, it's their homecoming. It's a good turnout. Here, Waimea, you know, not so much. Manara with the ball. Manara will get down to about the 1-yard line. You know, Manara had some room, but he tripped over something. So looks like the Raiders will be going for it. It's like the Raiders will be going for it. 4th and goal. Ball at the 1. Yeah, they got the big, powerful back. Posse. There'll be timeout for Kauai High Red Raiders. So we take a quick break. 8:19 to go. 3rd quarter. We'll be right back.
As a longtime Kama'aina company, Grove Farm has deep roots on Kauai. We remain committed to leading Kauai's community and economic development while being a responsible steward of our Aina. Grove Farm congratulates our new 2016 Grove Farm Scholars, Athena Albadilla of Waimea High School, Mei Hong Lin of Kauai High School, and Malia Okura of Waimea High School. Congratulations to all who have been selected as our 2016 Grove Farm Scholars. To learn more about Grove Farm and scholarships and programs, log on to grovefarm.com. That's grovefarm.com.
All right, welcome back to Vidina Stadium. 4th down and goal for the Raiders. Ball at the 1-yard line. They're going to put Nakahiki Young in motion. Watch this and hand the ball to him. No, they're going to quarterback keep. Option to Posse. Posse stop. No, he makes it. What a run. Franklin Posse in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Franklin Posse was hit for a loss in a backfield. Again, many Hoonies don't wrap up. They bump him, they hit him, and he did not go down. Franklin Posse powers into the end zone for the touchdown for the Red Raiders. Numazawa will be attempting the extra point. Nice snap from center. Kick is up. And it's good. And we have a flag on a play. Looks like this will go against the many Hoonies. The official looking for the coach. The coach is drinking water. Penalty will be assessed on a kickoff. So, you know, you saw it right there. You know, the official was waiting for the coach, and that's something that I just don't agree with. I don't know if that's how it is now, but I always knew it as when you have your 4 captains go to the center of the field, you always say, who's your offensive captain, who's your defensive captain. Whenever you have a penalty, you go to the captain. What you want to do? They'll look to the coach. That one, there's no captain, nobody there, looking for the coach. You know, the coach is drinking water, taking a break. They just scored a touchdown. But I don't, why we have captains if we'll always look at the coach to call the penalty. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with that. That's why you have captains. That's why you name your captains, offense, defense. You know, they make the call. They're the captains. They make that call. I don't agree with that, looking at the sidelines or whatever. I don't know if it's a new rule or whatever it is, but I don't agree with it. That's why you have captains, you know, make use of the captains. And I guess just this year I've been noticing that. So I don't know if it's a rule change. I don't read the rule book. I'm not an official. But I never saw that in my life. Again, I'm 44 years old, playing from when I was 9 years old, and we always did it that way. So, again, thank you all for tuning in to Facebook Live.com and Kauai Sports. Tuning in, bringing it live here from Vidina Stadium. Anybody cannot make it out, thank you for tuning in to us. Great football game. Ball goes to Cody Taniguchi. Taniguchi on the outside. Has some room. Taniguchi, good goal. He's at the 50, 30, 25, 20. He's being chased, and he's not going to be caught. Touchdown, an 80-yard run. Cody Taniguchi. Wow. Right back. First play after the Raiders touchdown. Taniguchi goes the distance. Cody Taniguchi. You know, if we're looking at the two best players on this field today, it's got to be Cody Taniguchi for the Menehunis. And it's got to be Jacob Nakahiki Young for the Red Raiders. And again, this is just my opinion, but I like the way they play the game. They play the game the right way. They play hard. They play all the time. And they're animals. They're beasts. You know, and Cody will come right back here and try this extra point. Nice snap from center. The kick is up. And it's good. So, your score, Waimea Menehunis 20, Kauai High Red Raiders 10. We want to thank you all for tuning in to Facebook.com, Facebook Live, Kauai Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Vidina Stadium. So, you know, thank you all for tuning in. Anybody want to advertise in Kauai Sports? The new edition will be coming out the ending of October, beginning week of November. This week will be the last week. If you want to advertise, give them a call. You know, it's a great magazine. The magazine is free. And, you know, we just need sponsors to help out. I mean, it's a great magazine. And the cover story, the feature story, you know, it's Aaliyah Red Scoville on the last magazine, who is now at Hilo on a scholarship for softball. And Cody Taniguchi, who you just saw, went the distance from 80 yards. So I don't know if these guys are psychic or they're just really good at what they do. Because they pulled these two stories out and put it in their first magazine. And, you know, spot on, right on the money. You know, we got Red Scoville now at Hilo on a scholarship. And Cody Taniguchi, a senior at Waimea, and a beast. A beast. I might put my plug in for the next article and do a story on Jacob Nakahiki Young, because he might just be the best football player next year in a KIF. Sorry, I'm going to just throw that out right now. Manara back to pass. Manara throws it. He has a receiver. It's number 12, Noah Ruiz. Depending on a play, Raymond Mendoza, a completed pass for about 7 yards. So again, a good pitch and catch from Manara to Ruiz for the first down. So again, Kauai Sports, it's a great magazine, beautiful magazine. You know, get all kind youth sports. I see some adult softball in here. College, soccer, motorbikes. So great magazine. Manara back to pass. Oh, and he chose a strike. I don't think you could have defended that play any better. Again, I was right there on top of Noah Ruiz. And Manara just put that and thread the needle. That was a great pass by Manara. And great defensive coverage. You know, by Corey Aguina. Not a big guy. Corey Aguina is 5'5", 155. I think 155 is probably with his equipment on. But, oh, Manara breaks a tackle. Manara still on his feet. Manara cuts it to the outside. And it's going to be brought down at about the 46 yard. And now we got a flag on a play. That's going to be a late hit against the Menehunis. After Manara was down on the ground, the defender that's just unnecessary. Defender came on, pile on, and that would be a big penalty against the Menehunis. That would be a 15-yard penalty against the Menehunis. So let's see. I mean, yeah, the flat, and this. Oh. Oh, I didn't see that one. Where was, whoa. Sorry, I didn't see that one. I mean, I seen the Menehune defender jump on a pile there. I did not see the other two players, one of the Raiders and one of the Menehunes getting into it. Did not see that, so my bad on that one. It just looks like the Menehune player was kind of late in getting to the play. Manara back to pass. He chose it. Completed pass. That's Ruiz. Noah Ruiz. Ruiz wide open again. Making it stop was Bermudez. Ruiz will gain about 6 on a play. Bringing up a 2nd and 4. You know, this looks exactly like Menehune football. Back in the years when Kobayashi, the now the athletic director, used to be the head coach, and I think he won 11 in a row, if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, that's ball goes up the middle, Baclayan with the ball, and he'll have a first down. Still on his feet, still driving. He'll get to about the 40-yard line. Inside Menehune territory to about the 39. We have a player injured on a play. Keola Baclayan with a nice run, staying on his feet. So like I said, you know, that's how Menehune football used to be. I mean, they run the ball, they run the clock. Defense, the front seven is just excellent, just beast. And their DBs will give you a lot of cushion. So if you hit that quick pass, you'll be open all day. And then they buckle down when they get close to the end zone. I mean, that's what won Waimea a lot of their championships. And you know, that was, people used to get crazy because that yardage used to just rack up. But, you know, when they needed to buckle down and stop you from going into the end zone, they were there. They were there. So, you know, that's some of the Menehune football that, you know, we remember when Kobayashi was the head coach, winning all those championships. Went downstairs during the halftime and saw Kapahai's defensive coordinator, special teams coach, Mike Tressler. And I said it publicly, and I'll say it every day of the week. I think he's one of the best coaches in the state of Hawaii. I mean, and his record proves it. Yes, he has the athletes, but you have to put it together. And nobody scored on him in, 2 years, 3 years? I mean, that's just, that's how Waimea used to be. I mean, just animals on defense. And, now Tressler is just unreal. Kapaa program is just fantastic. Oh, open. Manara open down the middle, right off his fingertips. I mean, he had 2 Waimea defenders, and he just blew right by them. That's the one thing with having, I don't know, a lot of these kids for Waimea is playing both ways. I mean, they're playing both ways. And you know what? They play tough. They play hard. They give it 100%. For a small squad, and you know what? They battle. I mean, they battle. Must be the West Side Heat. Oh, that'll be overthrown. Intended receiver was Ruiz. But again, Mike Tressler, I mean, I cannot say enough good things about Mike Tressler. That'll go back to, way before when Waimea was really good. And people would talk about Coach Tommy Rita. The brain, they're just really, really good. Just missed the football. And I see him up here in a booth right now. But great guy. Coach Tommy Rita, just unreal. Just a mastermind for football. And Mike Tressler is taking over the reins now. Manara back to pass. Manara's being chased. Manara's going to run. Breaks a tackle. What a tough kid. Manara is just playing his heart out today. Manara, everything broke down. Breaks tackles. Manara he is playing him a whale of a game today. I mean, he's really grown up. Let me see. Christian Manara, 5'7", 145, a junior. What a game. Well, he's playing him an excellent game. I mean, Manara has a good game, and Nakahiki Young is playing a great game. But yeah, Coach Tommy Rita, I mean, I think the world of him, and he's a soldier, man. He's a soldier. And now you got Mike Tressler taking over the reins. But Mike Tressler, I mean, he puts in the time. He works. He studies video. He studies everything. I go. So, every time I go see Mike, I mean, he's studying football. That guy he doesn't sleep at night just to study football. I mean, he puts in the work, and it shows. His defense for the Warriors is just, and it helps when you get beasts like Mana Kupahea, and Kapena Tex, helping you out, and you got Fifita last year, and, it shows, man, but you still got to coach him up, and, he's a great coach. Low snap from center, and he gets it off, and it'll be a bad kick. So the Menehuni, this will probably, we're probably going to look at that and replay where that went out. But, we're going to take a break right here. I want to thank you for tuning in. 3:41 to go. Third quarter. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. First and 10. Menehuni's ball at the 32. Ned with the ball. Gives it to the first back, True, and he has nowhere to go. So that might be Mendoza with the ball. Yep, Raymond Mendoza, and Mendoza had nowhere to go. The Raiders were right there. Franklin Posse again. Posse, please played a hell of a game, too. Posse's playing him a great game. And, I just looked on the sideline, and Nakahiki Young is on the sideline with his helmet off. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe something happened, but he's not in a game, and he's playing both ways along with Posse. Ball pitched back to Miguel. Miguel jumps over a man, still on his feet, and he'll be stopped for a loss, and we have a flag on a play. This might go against the Menehunis. See, again, just, sorry about that, that's not football. I mean, we're not in a pros where you're looking for Bill Belichick and this guy's getting paid millions of dollars to coach. And, I mean, sorry, but I just, that's not football. That's not. You got the captain there. Hey, captain there for a reason. What you want, Cap? You want decline? We're going 3rd down and long, or you want take the penalty, 10 more yards, 2nd down and forever? What we going to do, Cap? No, we're looking at the code. Sorry, I'm not used to that, so sorry, I need to get used to that, but that's not the football I know. It's not the football I know. So Menehune is 2nd and 24. There we go, we have another one. What's this? They get 2nd and 29. What we got? See what we got. Yeah, against the Menehunis. So, offense line up in a neutral zone. I'll bring them back. Another 5 yards. 2nd and 29. See what the Menehunis can do. I see Manara's playing both ways too. Manara's in a cornerback right now. So, both teams, players playing both ways. This will be Cody Taniguchi with the ball. Taniguchi cuts it back up. And he'll get to about the 16-yard line. Making it stop was number 4, Rylan Yadao Parissima. And Justice Camarillo on a stop for the Raiders. Third down and 26. Ned on the center gives it to Taniguchi. Taniguchi over the right side. And he has gained maybe a yard, maybe 2. Franklin Posse again on the stop. So the Menehunis will have to punt. 55 seconds to go. Great ball game. Menehunis 20. They missed. One of the extra points were blocked by Franklin Posse. So it's 20, and then Raiders with 10 on a field goal and a touchdown. So a great game. A low line drive kick that takes a high bounce. It's Nakahiki Young at the 42. He's across Menehune territory, and he'll be stopped first out of bounds inside Menehune territory at about the 42-yard line. Nice return, Jacob Nakahiki Young. So it looks like, oh no, he comes right back out of the game again. He just went back to receive, and now he's out again. I don't know if something's, if he's, something's up with him, because he's been really, really good today, and he's not even in the game now. So it'll be Manari, quarterback, back to pass. He chose it. Oh, completed pass to Madaris. Jens Madaris with the ball. Ardino Ned went for the interception. And again, a great pass by Manara. He threw it to Madaris' back shoulder. If he threw it on a front shoulder, Ned would have gone for the touchdown, because Ned was right on it. You know, but a nice pass by Manara. And he gets the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. 4 seconds left to go. See if they'll get this playoff. No, they won't. And that's the end of your third quarter. So your third quarter was brought to you by Grove Farm. I want to thank you, Grove Farm, for your sponsorship. Again, we want to thank you all for tuning in. Facebook Live, Kauai Sports. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter.
Aloha, I'm Ryan Mackey from Kuhio Ford. It's an exciting time to be a Ford dealer. Not too often is there such a dramatic change to the playing field. This, my friends, is the truck that you've all been waiting for. The new 2016 Ford F-150 is now made of an aluminum body with a steel frame. This aluminum body has helped the all-new F-150 lose up to 700 pounds of weight. Losing that much weight while improving power has enabled the F-150 to reclaim the title of the most fuel-efficient full-size gas truck on the market. So for those of you in an older body style F-150, or those of you on the sideline in another vehicle considering changing teams, the time is now. This F-150 is ridiculous. For those of you who just want to get to the beach for fishing or surfing, or just cruising with the family, this truck loves floating on the sand. It's lighter, smoother riding, quieter, more powerful, and more fuel efficient. Drop by and take a look at this new beast of a truck that has people trading in all kinds of vehicles for it. Visit us online at KuhioFord.com. From Kuhio Ford. It's an exciting time to be a Ford. From Kuhio Ford.
In the stadium, and Manara back to pass. Manara's going to run up the middle. He has room. He breaks a tackle, still on his feet, going to the sideline. Manara will be forced out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Raiders. Oh, at the 1-yard line. Nice run, Christian Manara. So 1st and goal, Red Raiders. Again, the fourth quarter brought to you by KCFCU, Kauai Community Federal Credit Union. So first play of the fourth quarter, Manara takes it on a nice run down a sideline. So it'll be 1st and goal, ball at the 1 for the Red Raiders. Here at their homecoming, trips to the right. I see Nakahiki Young back in the game now. Posse is so setback. Ball goes to Posse up the middle. See what Posse's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Franklin Posse with the touchdown. Franklin Posse with the touchdown. Posse from 1 yard out goes in for the touchdown. Kicking the extra point with number 17, Kamoela Numazawa. Nice snap from Sena. Kick is up, and he pulls it wide left. Pulls it wide left. Just a little too excited, though. So we're going to take a timeout right here. 11:44 to go. Your score, Waimea Menihunis 20, Kauai High Red Raiders 16. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Medina Stadium. Great football game. Waimea Menihunis 20, Kauai High Red Raiders 16. Kicking off will be Numazawa. Kick is up. Kamaka Riley will let it go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Menihunis will have it 1st and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. Great football game. So again, this is Arthur Bruin doing your play-by-play. We want to thank our main sponsors, Dupont, Pioneer, and Syngenta, for supporting this game, bringing it live to you. Our fourth quarter sponsor, KCFCU. So it'll be Ned, your quarterback. Menehuni's going with a tight formation. Ned on a quarterback keep, and that'll be sniffed out by the Red Raiders. Ned has nowhere to go on that one. That'll be number 20 on a stop, Joshua Rivera. 51, Andrew Liberato on a stop. So it'll be a gain of 1 on a play for Ned. 2nd and 9 for the Menehunis. Ned gives it to Taniguchi. Taniguchi cuts it back up. He'll get across to about the 27-yard line. Gain of 6 on a play, bringing up a 3rd down and 3 yards to go for the Menehunis. So again, I was talking about Coach Tommy Reeder earlier. 2 years ago when I ran for council, I mean, he was there house to house. He's a soldier. That's why I said he's a soldier, man. He walks house to house. He goes everywhere we go, and he's there on time, every time. Up hills, down hills, he's always there. You know, Coach Tommy Reeder, he's a soldier. Tommy Reeder he's the man. Ball goes up the middle. That's Taniguchi. He has a 1st down. Ball it to the 31-yard line. Gain of 4 on a play. And we're back to Waimea High School smash mouth football. Grind the clock, run the ball, grind the clock, run the ball. You know, pick up that 4 yards, 3 yards, 5 yards. Nothing big, nothing fancy, just control the clock. But, you know, and then the new man now in football world is Mike Tressler. I mean, he's a beast, man. He's a man. Smart. Puts in the work. Ball goes to Miguel, Avery Miguel. And Miguel is going to be stopped and driven back. Nice surge by the Red Raiders. It's like number 50. Matthew Posse. 53, Zachary He on the stop. Second and 10, no gain on a play for the Menehunis. Miguel again with the ball. Miguel hit in the backfield, still on his feet. Miguel, he's lucky to get that ball back. The ball bounced up in the air, and he got it right back in his hands. He's very, very lucky to hang on to that ball. So it'll be 3rd down and about 7 to go for the Menehunis. Cody Taniguchi back in the game. So I think they're going to go with Taniguchi here. Follows them, out run away from Franklin Posse. No, it's a quick pass. It's batted in the air. And it'll be received by one of the Menehunis. Making that reception was number 52, Vika Core. Good heads-up play, catching that ball. Because that ball was batted right up in the air. Menehunis was trying to go for a quick pass to the tight end, but, you know, defender was right there on the money. Cody Taniguchi back to punt. Nice snap from center. He gets it off, a low line drive. Smart kick. You can tell that he's doing that intentionally. Here's trying to keep the ball away from Jacob Nakahiki. That's very, very smart. Oh, we got a flag on a play. Let's see what we got. We got a flag on a play. Let's see who is this against. Looks like it's against the Raiders. So if I'm not mistaken, you cannot hit the snapper when he's because the center is looking between his legs, snapping a ball, and you cannot hit for safety reasons. You cannot hit the snapper. You can go to the side or whatever, but you cannot hit the snapper head on. That's what my interpretation of the rule is, and I think that's what it is. But big break for the Menehunis. I mean, big break. So they'll keep the ball. 1st and 10, ball at the 50. Ned with the ball, gives it to Taniguchi. Taniguchi will get down, and what a play by Manara. Christian Manara, I mean, he's just growing up today. I mean, Christian Manara, 5'7", 145. He is growing up to be a man here today. You know, he's the quarterback. He's really improving. He's doing really good on offense, and here he comes playing both ways at cornerback, and he just made a great open field tackle. Manara is 5'7", 145, a junior. Cody Taniguchi outweighs him by about 30 pounds, and he just stood in there and brought Cody down for a big play. Ball goes back to Miguel. Miguel looking for some room, and he cannot find nothing. The Raiders' defense is just swarming here in the second half. Raiders' defense is just swarming here in the second half. That's Justice Camarillo with the stop. In the first half, Menehunis had some plays where the defenders was like 10 yards down the field before he could even touch the running back, touch Taniguchi or Miguel. But this second half, you know, they're just buckling down, and the defensive coordinator, Todd Tanaka, you know, that's he was here when Mike Tressler was here. So you know he learned from the best. That'll be Cody Taniguchi, and Taniguchi has nowhere to go. He'll be stopped for a gain of about 3 yards. That'll be, looks like number 53, Zachary He, and also Justice Camarillo on a stop for the Red Raiders. So I could be the Menehunis are getting tired. The Raiders are a lot more fresh, you know, but Raiders playing a lot better on defense here in the second half. Taniguchi gets that one off, and a nice kick, and it'll roll. Oh, into the end zone. Just barely into the end zone for a touchback. So we're going to take a timeout right here. 5:17 to go. Waimea Menehunis 20, Kauai High Red Raiders 16. We'll be right back. Sorry, we're right back here at Vidina Stadium. Sorry, you know when you're in Portuguese, you get distracted and you start talking story, and my bad, guys. Again, this is Arthur Bruin. Here, doing your play-by-play. Hope you all enjoyed yourself, having fun out there. Just trying my best to do the best that I can. But great job out here by our camera crew, Chris. All what they do is it's just fantastic. Second down to go. Manara back to pass. Manara is the first time he'll be sacked by Noah Simao Raposis. Manara looked like he was going to get away. Simao Raposis just did a dive at the end to get him. I think that's the first time today that Waimea actually got pressure on a quarterback. That might be the first. And it's a big time, too, right there. That will be a loss of about 9 yards. Bringing up a 3rd down and 13 or 14 to go. Big play right there. Noah Simão Raposis. So let's see what the Raiders can do right here. Oh, flag on the play. See what we got. So the Menehunis are clapping, so this might go against the Raiders. Yep. So again, you know, Sports Magazine will be coming out. Kauai Sports Magazine will be coming out the beginning of November, ending of October. This is the last week. You want to get in as a sponsor, give them a call. Check them out, KawaiiSports.com. Get in. It's a great magazine brought to you. It's free, so you know your name will get out there. Sponsors is what make it happen, but, you know, help them out, KawaiiSports.com. So we got a timeout here. Raiders. So we're going to take a timeout too. 3:50 left to go. Menehunis 20, Raiders 16. We'll be right back.
What do you get when you drop your comb on the beach? Okay, I'll get back to that. Let me introduce Dr. Sandy Combs. She knows Kauai kids are smart, loving, talented, ambitious, and creative, and wants to give them the opportunity they deserve. Sandy's a teacher at Kapa'a High School. Vote Sandy to represent you on Oahu. Sandy cares about Kauai. She cares about your kids. Oh, and the answer to our riddle? Sandy Combs, of course. Vote Sandy Combs, State House, District 14.
I'm Dr. Sandy Combs, and I approve this message.
What do you...
Hello, welcome back to Vidina Stadium. Again, Arthur Boone doing your play-by-play. I want to thank Kauai Sports for doing this live. We're on Facebook Live, KawaiiSports.com. Check them out. They do great work. 3rd down, 18 yards to go for the Raiders. Ball at the 12-yard line. Need to get to the 30-yard line for 1st down. Manara rolling out. Manara looks. He throws it. He throws it deep. Oh! And it's caught. And it's caught. It's caught by number 6. And you could see, wow, if you look at the replay, you see the defender the receiver push the defender forward and catch the ball. Wow, you could see that happen right there. Whoa. Wow, Kauai High with a big play. Manara threw the ball as far as he could. And you can see it on the replay, but I saw it in live, and the receiver just pushed the defender forward, caught the ball. And, you know, Justin Fooney saved that touchdown. Let's see if the Menehunis can capitalize. Baclayan with the ball. Baclayan will get down to about 15-yard line. Kylan Simão Castillo with the stop. So let's see. I mean, Justin Fooney saved that touchdown. And let's see if the Menehunis can hold here. You know, nice reception, though, by Jasper Jacinto. And he tried to juke Fooney before going in a touchdown, but he stepped out of bounds. Manara with the ball on a quarterback keep. Manara up the middle. Manara will get down inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. Will be 1st and goal. Raiders. Be 1st and goal for the Raiders. We got some confusion out here. Looks like Menehunis are trying to call a timeout, and officials trying to run the clock. So we'll take a timeout. Very interesting game. 2:53 to go. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Medina Stadium. 2:53 to go. First and goal, Red Raiders. Menehunis 20. Raiders 16. Manara, your quarterback. Franklin Posse, your sole setback. Manara takes a snap. Gives it to Posse. Posse will stop at the line of scrimmage. In there to make the stop will be Vika Core, also number 77, Vason Carino, making it stop. So it'll be second and goal. Ball at the 8-yard line. Oh, what a game, boy. What a game. Down to the last minute. Manara, your quarterback, in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Manara looks to pitch. He pitches it to Posse. And Posse can't go anywhere. Cody Tanaguchi was right there. Also, Ardino Nid. No. Sorry, check that. Is that 22 or 52? Vika Core on a stop. We have Posse hurt. Third down and goal. Fourth quarter. Looks like Posse has a cramp. The fans here on a Raiders sideline making big noise. Trying to get their team pumped up. 1:51 to go. So our main sponsors for today's game, Dupont Pioneer and Syngenta Seeds. We got the first quarter sponsor, Kuhio Auto Group. Second quarter sponsor, KIUC. Our halftime sponsor, HAWAIISTREAM Production. Third quarter sponsor, Grow Farm. And our fourth quarter sponsor, KCFCU. Posse able to limp off the field. It's like a cramp. You know, he's played a hell of a game too today. I mean, he's played both ways. You know, so he's played a really good game. $1:49 left to go. Manara in a shotgun. Waimea will take a timeout. So we'll take a timeout with them. 1:43 to go. Menehunis 20. Raiders 16. Third down and goal for the Raiders. We'll be right back. Oh, Nelly. Welcome back. 1:43 to go. Third down and goal. Ball at the 8 for the Red Raiders. Manara, your quarterback, in the shotgun. Jacob Nakahiki in motion. Ball fake to Nakahiki. It'll be Manara on the quarterback. Keep on the outside. It's going to be brought down. Avery Miguel. Miguel with a nice open field tackle, bringing him down at about the 11-yard line. It'll be fourth down and goal for the Raiders. And looks like the Raiders are going to run this clock down and call a timeout just before the clock expires. But a nice open field tackle by Avery Miguel. That was a nice play call by the Raiders. Everybody, we had Nakaiki Young going to the left. You had Baclayan going to the left. And you had Manera following him to the left. And Miguel got his way in and made a great, great open field tackle. So we're going to put a plug in right now for our sponsors. You know, again, great, great live stream. You guys get it live. You don't have to be out here in a hot sun. You know, we can bring it. I know we all like our Friday night lights, but as long as we can see it, it's not going to happen. We got to deal with the federals on that. So it's not going to happen. So, and if you can't make it to the game, it's too hot, you don't want to be here in the hot sun, this is the best way to watch them. FacebookLive.com, Kauai Sports. And you got it live feed as it happens. So as we see it, you see it. You know, and we'll thank our sponsors, Dupont Pioneer, Syngenta, KCFCU, Kuhio Auto Group, Grow Farm, KIUC. So, everybody on their feet at Vidina Stadium. This is the play of the game right here. Manara, your quarterback, in the shotgun. Raiders have no timeouts left. In motion is Madaris. Manara back to pass. He's chased, and it's batted down. Kylan Simao Castillo bats the ball down. And the Manihunis will take over. All the Manihunis have to do is down the ball. But that's still not a guarantee. Manihunis had trouble with snaps all year now. Manihunis have trouble with snaps. And great call by the coach, by Coach Barrero, you know, going to the pass right there. But excellent play by Kylan Simao Castillo, batting that ball down. So Manihunis one man short here. It looks like they're going to take this victory formation, kneel the ball down, but it's not a guarantee, you know. You still got to get the snap. Still got to get the snap. Simon Castillo, now your quarterback, takes a snap, and one of the Raiders come flying in over the top after he took the snap. Let's see what we got. So it'll be second down. So it looks like that ball came out. You know, I guess the Manihunis was thinking that there was just nobody was going to move, but the Raiders had different ideas, and they came right in. So Simao Castillo needs to take another snap. And he does. And that's going to be your ball game. What a game. What a game. So, you know, I got to think about this Grove Farm player of the game. I got to think about this one because there's a lot. You know, we got Cody Taniguchi, who just played a whale of a game, both sides of the game. We got Jacob Nakahiki Young. We got Franklin Posse. We got Kylan Simao Castillo. They just batted that most important pass right there at the end. You know, batted that down and then taking a snap for down the ball. But, you know, I'm going to give this game, the player of the game, to Cody Taniguchi. I think he deserved it. He ran that 80-yard touchdown after Kauai High just got back into the game. He went 80 yards on the very next play to score the touchdown. So I'm going to give the player of the game to Cody Taniguchi. I think he really, really deserves it. So again, we want to thank our sponsors. Again, mahalo to our sponsors, Dupont Pioneer, Syngenta, KCFCU, Kuhio Auto Group, Grow Farm, KIUC. Please, people, support Kauai Sports who make it all possible. This will be our year 6 of live streaming that has been available to our community. Big mahalo to KawaiiSports.com and Kauai Sports Magazine owners Chris Jensen and Renee Kawakami. Well, folks, tune into next week Another exciting KIF football game. Thank you for allowing us to bring you the game. Again, thank you very much, cameraman Christian Jensen Jr. Great job on a camera. The man behind the plan, Chris Jensen. Unreal, just unreal. He's been doing this for 6 years. And just a fantastic job. So for next week, you know, it'll be between myself, Ross, Mel. Somebody will be here to do it. You know, I mean, I think I got to go help with the Hula Halau Kale Mokihano Lena Ala's, you know, 20th anniversary. I'm doing a security for them. So don't know if I can make it here, but I might come for a half or something. But, you know, Mel, Ross, someone will be here to do it. You know, if things can be worked out, we'll be here. We'll find somebody to get here. But again, thank you guys very much. Please support KAWAIISports.com. Give them a call. We got a Kauai Sports magazine that will be coming out the ending of October, beginning of November. This is the last week to get your sponsors in. Again, please give them a call. Support local sports because they do a fantastic job. Again, this is Arthur Brun doing your play-by-play. Please take care. God bless. Malama pono. Aloha, everybody.